took off so quickly, and when I started reading about it a few months ago when we first scheduled this, is that, so much things are online, and so many people are like not face-to-face anymore. We're doing business. We're meeting people online. We're talking to our friends through Skype. We're texting. There's so little face-to-face anymore, even in business and social life, even in our families. So what I think you've created, and this is why I think the spark exploded, is that you're offering something live, flesh, warm people.
Live,
right there.
It's old-fashioned. It's social networking comes back full circle, back to the old days, I would say. So it's very much like an old-fashioned social gathering. It's a soiree.
Wow.
And, I didn't want to take away from that. That's the reason I didn't want to have a website that's interactive with social networking on it.
No.
The Socialite Evenings website is not live, and someone has to work on it very soon. I just haven't had the time to get somebody.
Right.
But the beauty is that I don't have a URL. I've only just bought emmanuelway.com. But the best part of this being in this business is that people can find you very easily. And we spend, as you say, a lot of time online. A lot of people are totally, wired up to the internet, mobile phones. I think the whole beauty of human, communication, or the romance of communication, kind of, tend to get lost a bit. But I'm glad to, even attempt to bring that back. So I hope it'll set off a chain reaction.
I hope so too. You're doing great with them. You just hosted something for A Woman in Love. Is that correct?
Oh yes, The Woman Alone. Yes, I handled their celebrity and VIP guests at the opening night of the Tabard Theatre, and starred Daniela Lavender, this amazing Brazilian actress, who is the wife of Sir Ben Kingsley. It's quite a nice evening.
Great, I'm sure that was
basically, doing Socialite evenings and being a fashion presenter and focusing on showbiz means my work, all my work is interlinked. So I have several people like gallery owners, event organizers who do showbiz and celebrity parties. They all, or even charity events, new brands, companies that launch. They come to me they hire me as a brand to do all this. So I hire people who would work on it, and so we give a whole package. We offer them press features, we offer them write-ups in my column. They get branding, they get constant press, they get the celebs, they get it's kind of a whole package. So I'm happy to be able to link everything I do. And basically my career is my life. My life is my column. So basically I live my career.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your column. It appears in Laissez-Faire magazine, which is one of the, is it a weekly here weekly there in London, excuse me?
Yes, it's a monthly tabloid.
Oh, it's a monthly tabloid. I'm sorry. And tell us the name of your column.
The name of the column is Diary of an It Boy. And I wrote it after the BBC referred to me as Britain's first It Boy. So my then agent said, oh, you need to write your column, change it to Diary of an It Boy, because it used to be called Emmanuel About Town, and then it was called Diary of a Socialite. So the moment it became Diary of an It Boy, people loved the name, and people read it, and it comes out in Laissez-Faire, in print, in the tabloid. It also comes out in 5 other publications, Superstar Magazine, Frost Magazine, Break London Radio's website, Work in Fashion, which is a big portal for fashion professionals, and also the Style column. And it's also being picked up now by the My Collie Mag, which is the first gay lifestyle magazine in the Middle East. It's based in Jordan.
And
I'm getting interest from other countries too. And what really surprises me is that the column is written once, but it's published in several magazines. And the fact that it's published in other magazines don't seem to matter to these magazines. They all want it, which is great. But I've also got some I've also been approached by other publications that want me to write an exclusive version for them. So basically I'm trying to do that because my time is very limited and I really don't want to spend the whole time in front of the computer.
Well, that's what I do.
Agony. And Diary of an It Boy was named Britain's answer to Sex and the City by Break London Radio.
You are Britain's answer.
Huh?
So you are Britain's answer to Sex and the City.
Exactly, yeah. But from a male's point of view, I mean, if you look at Sex and the City or anything related, like anything similar, like The Devil Wears Prada or Confessions of a Shopaholic, the main character is always a woman. And, I rarely see with a central character in this sort of setting. And I think that's the reason why Diary of an It Boy is successful, because people love the fact that I am outspoken, and as a man, you can also get away with certain things that women can't,
Exactly.
You can blatantly say things that girls would think twice about saying, basically.
Exactly.
Because I think in society still, women are expected to be the lady. She's supposed to be well-behaved and ladylike. Right. Whereas as a man, if you make mistakes and if you do, naughty things, you can still be seen as a little boy who's never grown up, a playboy.
Exactly.
Unfair, but works for me.
It works for you.
Girls seem to love it, though. My God, the amount of women who love the column, they constantly tell me, they're like, oh my God, we love your column. It's so fabulous. And the guys as well. I mean, I've even had mature people in their 60s, 70s tell me that they enjoy reading the column, and I just love the fact that I'm able to reach such a wide audience, from teens to the elderly.
You have a very nice writing style. I've read your stuff, and it's great.
Well,
and
thank you so much.
And I'm 61, and I enjoyed it. So there, I'm in your upper level of your. I mean, I don't look it, but I've kept myself very. I try to keep myself in good shape, and physically, and the whole face and everything, and do my face.
Oh, I've seen the pictures.
Yes, I mean
you're a silver fox.
Thank you so much. You've made my game. Coming from you, that's like a golden.
Because the silver foxes never go out of style. You're like a Chanel suit.
A Chanel suit. Oh, I'm going to tell everybody that now. You're the it boy, and I'm the Chanel suit.
Yes, exactly. You're the Chanel suit.
Anyway, there's a couple of. I mean, your life is like a gigantic rainbow, and I'm going to ask you about the film director.
Ask away.
It's called Nirpal. Is it Nirpal? Is that?
Yes, Nirpal Bogle.
Bogle. Yes.
He's a British-Indian filmmaker.
And the name of it is going to be Sex, Drugs, and Tigers?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Explain the title, please.
Well, it's funny because when you say Sex, Drugs, and Tigers, a lot of people were curious because I'm from Sri Lanka and I was born in Jaffna. So people instantly thought it was a link to the Tamil Tigers, the LTTE terrorists. And I was like, no, it's not. It was actually a leopard, because when I was in Sri Lanka, the Yala Sanctuary Park, which is a wildlife sanctuary, I was mauled by a leopard.
Oh, no.
So I still bear the marks on my back, the scars. So that's why it's called. And sex, as in, I have had a lot of sex, but why wouldn't you? So
exactly.
Sex has played a huge part in my life, and it got to a point where it became an addiction. And it got to a point where it was actually beginning to affect everything else I was doing, every other aspect of my life. That's why the sex is there. And also drugs, as in, as many people have already know, I was a drug addict at one point in my life. It ruined my modeling career. It ruined my relationships. Basically, it ruined me. And I'm so happy to have bounced back from that. So that's why it's called Sex, Drugs, and Tigers. And it's an interesting story because I met Nirpal Bogle at the premiere of his film Cold Kiss. And the film Cold Kiss starred Ray Winston, who is one of the most popular actors we have in Britain. And the film talks about knife crime. And it was also made in partnership with the Robert Knox Foundation. And Robert Knox was an actor in the Harry Potter films who was stabbed. Because we have this problem now here of teen violence and constant stabbings and gangs fighting, they made this film for awareness, and it was a beautiful film. And it became really popular, and it's a short film, but I was quite surprised to hear that the investors who invested in the film have made like 4, 5, 6 times the money they invested.
Wow.
So near to the Cat, which is in London slang. Okay. And the film is focused on girl gangs. And after this project is over, he wants to make my story, Sex, Drug, and Tigers. So we also have a brilliant film animator called Meena Ludgate from Essential Media who's getting involved. So I'm very excited about this film, but it's going to be quite a harsh, dark, disturbing film with entertainment as well thrown in. It was supposed to be a documentary, but now it's going to be kind of, a fabulous feature. So
good.
I'm counting on looking good and feeling good.
I hope so. You were also involved in the Ministry for Peace campaign and have presented at the House of Commons. Could you tell us about that?
Yes, because Diana, who runs the Ministry for Peace Foundation, she told me about she wanted me to get involved, and I got involved. Ministry for Peace Foundation is a new campaign, and it was passed. They passed a bill in Parliament, and they want to campaign and convince governments around the world to establish a Ministry for Peace. To try and resolve problems in a non-violent way, and kind of conflict prevention and all that stuff. So when I was asked to get involved, I was very interested because in Sri Lanka I was involved with the Ceylon Workers Congress, and I have presented in Parliament and all that stuff. So I said yes instantly, and quite proud to be